Hello everyone, I'm Liliana Amaro, International Child Sleep Consultant, and today I got a session for you called Parenthood without sleep deprivation. First of all, I want to tell you a little bit about my work. For the last 4 years, I've been helping families around the world to sleep better, to overcome sleep deprivation, to have a better lifestyle while having children, to enjoy motherhood and help any other issues that are happening due to babies not sleeping or to not following a good schedule or anything issue related to sleep at bedtime. Let me tell you, you maybe hear a little bit of accent, but who doesn't have an accent in Australia these days? I'm from Mexico, and because this, I have developed a big international business, especially with the Spanish-speaking people in all South America and all over the world. Because let me tell you that we are everywhere, and so I get contacts from Europe, from Holland, from Greece. At the moment, I'm working with one mother in Greece. Obviously, she speaks Spanish and she's looking for my services. I speak English as well, not so perfect, but I try my best. Okay, well, first, why decide to speak about this topic about the parenthood without the sleep deprivation? Because I don't know if you, now that you were going to become a parent of 2 or 3 or 4 children, you always hear those comments about, oh, you get ready for the sleepless nights. Are you ready? You're not going to sleep much. Your life is going to change, and you will be so tired like never before. And believe me, all these things happen, but there is something that the people are not so positive about it. And I will tell you, the Western society are very arrogant. We are very arrogant. I consider myself one of those. One of these people, no, because I live here. I've been living here for 15 years, and I know you, and I know the culture and absorb it. But there are very big cultural differences, no. We believe because we live in these countries with more advantage that we can manage all. But let me tell you, we are all humans, and we find the same issues here and there. The issues don't go away, and there is more sometimes more help need here. People in other countries, they are more humble to accept the help and accept the fact that they cannot deal with the issue at home. In saying this, the cultures are very different, and now what I'm encountering here is that a lot of mothers are dealing with this stress every day. I go to mothers groups, I have friends, and one of the main topics when you have young children, and especially babies, on the one, is always about sleep. How is your baby sleeping? Is he sleeping good? Is he sleeping bad? He doesn't have naps. Well, it's a great topic, and usually I hear, I listen, and I will never comment unless I've been asked. I have heaps of friends with children, and they always are welcome to ask me, but I will never give my opinion in regards to what they're doing unless I've been asked. And today, well, let's start with the parenthood without a sleepless night. Believe me, this is possible, and maybe you think, oh no, this lady is telling me all these things, and they are not going to happen. But yeah, that is possible, and I'll tell you why. Because I did have one, my first child, and I was very sleep deprived. I went to a very bad stress of my baby not sleeping, and then when I decided to have a second and third child, I was ready. Why? Because I decided to become a sleep consultant, and not because I wanted to have a business and help other people just for making money. No, the reason I wanted to be a sleep consultant is because I got fascinated with the facts that I learned from someone that teach me how to sleep my baby. I found it amazing how you can twist, you can change a little bit of your routine and the things that you're doing, and you can change everything. You can change your life pretty much. And it is hard to believe, but we do need sometimes that magic help from an expert, from that person that has tried, that has done it, has teach others, and has been successful. We need it. So that's why I decided to do this, and comparing how was my first motherhood, my most wanted motherhood with my first child, and I will say this compared to how was my second and my third. Well, it was a big difference. I got to enjoy more, and then I in some ways I regret that I couldn't find the help as easy as you can find it now. When I was looking for help, I spent weeks researching for the best. I remember trying to find a lady in Australia that helped me with my issue, with my sleep deprivation. I contacted her, and she never got back to me. So I thought, if I'm in Australia, I'm going to help everyone that is next to me. I was working, I'm an architect, I study architecture. So I was on my work desk, and I decided that I needed to change my life because I was so tired. The only thing I wanted to do in my desk is relax. And I was so scared to go back home and try to sleep my child. You guys have more than one children at the time, and you got it tough. You got it amazing. You got amazing love of two children. It's just amazing, but enjoy it. And this is why I decided to do this motherhood without sleepless nights, because it's possible. Okay, I'm going to answer this question before I get into my topic, and then feel free to put more comments or more questions if you wish. Okay, Rachel Elizabeth tells me, how long does it take to break a catnapping habit? Been resettling unsuccessfully for 2 weeks. Okay, Rachel, this is a very interesting question. Catnapping is a result of a baby, overtired baby that is not sleeping through the night. So a baby that is not sleeping through the night has broken patterns of sleep during the day as well. So until your baby has better blocks of sleep at night time, depending on the age or of the age of your baby, this sleep will start consolidating. And what happened? Yes, there are periods in where the babies are changing physically and developing differently on different stages of their development, and catnapping happens, but a very, very short period, like 1 week, and then it changes to a long naps. But if this has been going on for weeks and weeks or months, perhaps, I can tell you, maybe it's a baby that is not sleeping so well at night. You can tell me if I'm wrong or right. There is all different cases, but this is mostly the situation that I find when babies are catnapping. Another reason why babies catnap is because the routine is not so well for their age. Many mothers, almost 3 mothers a week, contact me and tell me, Liliana, I need a little bit of help. And I say, what's happening? Listen, I have a routine in place, and I'm very, very strict on the times I put my children to sleep, but I cannot make them sleep through the night. They just having short naps and everything. I said, and then I said, well, I can offer you too. I can give you an advice on what to do, but mainly what I think is you need a one-to-one consultation, and I need to revise your routine in depth, because you can tell me I have the perfect routine, but when I revise your routine, to me it's not perfect. There are many things that need to change: times, activities, sleep, naps. And then when I revise it, you think it is perfect for you, but then according to the age, it's not so well. So these are the 2 main reasons why catnapping doesn't happen, doesn't stop, and it keeps happening. Alison Craddock, my twins are 22 months. My son sleeps through, but my daughter isn't in the habit of waking during the night, so we end up with sleeping. This has been happening for many months. Do you have any tips on how to break this habit without a scream fest? Okay, well, more than a tip, Alison, what I have for you is we need in these matters, when they are so personal, and then you have two children, obviously you have one that sleeps so well and one that doesn't. And this, I spoke to a mother before about this, and I'm not sure if she was too happy to hear or not. Because we have twins, we believe they have to behave exactly the same. They have to be the same. They have to be the best sleepers. If one of them is good, why the other one is not? But think about it. They are two different people. They have two different bodies. Therefore, they will have two different behaviors. Okay? And this is one of the main reasons. If you have three, there you go. You have three different people. Not because they are twins or they are triplets or quadruplets. Not because that reason. They will have the same sleep patterns, the same character. You will see, especially if the one is, you're saying one is a boy and one is a girl. Well, boys and girls are completely different. That is why things are different. So when I speak to this mom of twins, actually, she was saying, I got the routine and I put them to sleep at the same time, and I'm trying to make it, but I don't know why my boy is doing this and this, and it's not happening. The sleep is not well. It's exactly for that reason, because you're trying to treat them exactly the same, and people, these two little humans, no matter the age, are different. You need to cater for each. You got it. It's tricky, but yes, okay. And then that's why we have the 2-pair-1 sleep consultants. We obviously, when you need to treat two people, well, there are two children, two different routines, two different patterns, and that's why, well, it's no point if we are going to treat two twins, charge you for two. Okay, but sometimes we need to look at the routines, because the moms are so enclosed, and that they are the same and they have to be the same. Yes, we can synchronize it. We can make it happen very easy. Hello, Tanya, and hi Naomi. It's nice to see you here. So we can do that, but we have to look at the full scenario. That's why. Tips, and I sorry, Alison, if you're still with me, I can talk to you after this live. You can send me a private message. I can give you a quick call if you like, and we can speak a little bit more of your scenario, what happens, because it's a little bit hard to give the exact tips that you might need for resolving your issue. Okay, well, I'm going to get into my topic because I'm running out of time, but this comes from one of my recent newsletters that I sent before Mother's Day, and the first one is one of the tips that I'm going to give you tonight, this afternoon. I'm so used to do it at night. This afternoon, about how to be so happy and well rested when you have children. The first one is you always need to have a communication with your partner, and communicate and decide together all the strategies that you are going to have at bedtime. This needs to include what is the routines that we're going to follow. Are we agree? Where is our baby sleeping? How is he sleeping? It's much better when we are together and we decide together, because this is going to make a harmonious environment. Okay, so if there is occasions where we have single parents, and well, sometimes we think, oh, it's more hard, but sometimes it's more easy, because they are the only ones to make the decision at the time. They take it, they approach it, and no one else intervenes. When you are together with a partner, it's always a little bit of debate, a little bit of getting to a point together, and start trying to handle things together. But communication, whether everything is a little bit hard at the moment because our babies are not sleeping, we're in a bad mood, he doesn't believe that what I'm doing is good, always try. And if you don't have that communication, let me tell you, this is very important. If you don't have it, you are always going to struggle, because it's hard to go against the current, swim against someone. I know sometimes grandparents, sometimes this, but the most important is the person that lives with you. So always try to decide that and have a good communication. The second one is if you have a newborn or very young children, it's very important to organize all your housework and responsibilities. And especially all the chores that evolve around the baby, who's going to bath, who's going to take care at nighttime, who's waking up. Sometimes I know when you have more than one children, it's easy to get help from, well, this is my thoughts, sorry. It's easy to get help from your partner because there are two babies or more, and then one attends the other. But sometimes we moms tend to just jump on board and say, "Oh, my partner needs to sleep because he goes to work, and I'm trying to do everything because they're my babies, and I'm so excited to look after." But believe me, it's good to get help, share responsibilities, feeding, changing nappies, baths, and if there is two babies, why not? This is a very good advice for moms of twins or more. Share and swap babies. Okay, if one night you're taking care of the boy and you're taking care of the girl in this scenario I'm imagining, well, swap so the babies get used to this, and then will be much better. Okay, I recommend you when they are you do this at a very early stage of when your babies come home, because it is going to get harder. Obviously, the babies get more demanding as they grow. When they start walking and they start a little bit be self-sufficient, it gets a little bit easy. But until then, it's very hard to organize the homework and all the housework and all the cleaning and everything. So always try to get it organized. That's the second one. The third one, create a routine. Okay, I know I said before you will create a routine and sometimes it doesn't work, but you won't lose anything if you start trying. Okay, create your routine, write it down. When are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? And trying to follow and see if that routine that you're creating and you're organizing works for both children or 3 children. See if it works. Maybe if you have 4 children at home, I wonder if there is a mom with 4 children out there, and then watching me, I guess. You can write the routine and say, well, baby number 1, I will call it that, sorry. Baby number 1 didn't sleep so well at this time. Well, sleep better if I give the more time awake, and then I put it half an hour later. I know it's hard, but that's our job. We are mothers, and why not have fun while we have the children and trying to organize things a little bit. I know we can get a little bit overwhelmed, but if you don't know how to do a routine, contact someone that can help you. I'm always happy to help anyone that is out there watching me and they say, Liliana, I want to get a routine. You know what I said to some mothers? I said, if you have a routine, send it to me. Let me have a look the age of your child or your children and what are you doing. And I can easily tell you where are the things that you need to change. I don't need to spend more time if you do that. If you send me your routine and I have a look, I can help you. So do that. Do a routine and create it not just for the day. Create a routine for your day and your night. Because if you do the night as well, your night is going to be much better. Plan feeds. Plan the feeds that you want to. I know we love breastfeeding, feeding through the night because it's so lovely and it's so nice. So plan those feeds. You want to sleep more. Well, plan when you want to sleep. So, for me, sounds very easy. No, it's not easy, and I know it's not easy because I have 3 children, 3 different ones, and no, not the same. But and I went to a very bad sleep deprivation with the first one, so I know how hard it could be. I had no plan. I have no idea what to do. But once I knew what to do, and I started organizing, I started planning, I fed on demand, and I slept really well. It's possible. And if you don't know how and you don't believe it, just talk to me. I can help you to achieve that. No. Another thing that I can suggest is when you're creating your routine through the night, just trying to observe your child for a few nights and see what you want think what you want to achieve. What would you like? How many hours would you like to sleep? And every night, and say, well, I would like at least 3 hours. Well, plan for those 3 hours. Plan it very well, and it will help. Okay. Another advice that I've got for you, the number 4, is limit the use of technology. If you have this is for all the children, toddlers, and onwards. Limit the use of technology, and this is a very strong advice I'm giving you. Why? Because I know when you have more than one children, it's very easy to give the iPad, turn the TV while I do this, while I have dinner, when I rest, everything. But then we sometimes cannot find enough time to finish, and then we keep going, and then, oh my God, the TV is been on for 2 hours, for 3 hours, and especially at nighttime. No, if we are the ones that cook and need to organize dinner, need to organize baths or whatever, sometimes the TV time gets carried away, and it's almost, we leave it for them to fall asleep. Sometimes we leave it for them just before bedtime, and then we want them turn the TV and go to bed. Mommies, I have to tell you, this is not going to happen. When you turn a TV off, you will need to give a little bit of wind down time, and this time will be about half an hour to an hour until your baby settles. And let me tell you as well, what they're watching is very important. Sometimes the mommies say, oh, they just watch relaxing videos, or Baby Einstein, or something really calm that is not affecting and perhaps the video is very calm, but you know what? They're receiving the impact of light, the reflection, the emission of light, and that is going through their eyes, and that is stopping the hormone of the sleep trigger. So this is stopping that sleep to happen. This is slowing down the sleep. So I will recommend at least 1 hour to half an hour of TV, or turn the TV off, turn the lights off, and trying to wind down. Give them some puzzles, give them some books, some coloring books in the floor. Let them give them blocks, put them in an area. I usually have them right behind me in an area on a little table, and they just can play, and then we can go to sleep. It's much better to do that than leave them watching TV. And for my last tip, the number 5, and I'm very good on time now. If anyone else has a comment or question that we'd like to answer right now, I'm happy to answer after. Number 5 is never let the sleep deprivation take over you. Never. Why? Because we do. We believe that it's just one night and it's going to be much better, and when we realize we're just being 1 week of sleep deprived, we start getting very cranky, very frustrating. We start fighting. We start getting a little bit anxious. We start looking bad, looking very exhausted. We just can't concentrate. We need to drive, and that's very dangerous. You have children in your car. Don't drive when you are sleep deprived. So never get that sleep deprivation get to you. It's not good. It's not healthy. It's not recommended. If you are going to sleep through a sleep deprivation, just contact me. Contact any of us. We are so many in the group that we can help, and you always have the free calls, free 15 minutes. Use those 15 minutes to talk to someone. If you don't want to get enrolled into this sleep teaching, the holistic sleep, or any sleep consultant will try to help you. Anyhow, at least me, I don't charge for advice. I don't charge for talking to you. But sometimes, if I see that you need it, or I will never be obligate you to follow my plans or buy my plans. I will not do that, because that's not my nature. I will advise you. I will let you go and try home. And then I will let you to do that, and then I will just go and try at home. I always say, sometimes the moms call me very desperate as well, as say, I need your help, I really need it, what can I do? And then when I talk to them, it's not so bad for me. in my opinion, it's not so bad. And I said to them, you should just go and try it. You will feel more confident after you try 1 week. But try the same thing 1 week and then just come back and talk to me. I'm going to give you an example of what happened last week. 2 weeks ago, sorry. I had a mother that I was working with in Mexico, one child, and she was trying to teach her child to sleep through the night, and then she was 1 week. I usually work 2 weeks in blocks of 2 weeks, and 2 weeks is enough for me, and I send them to sleep very well. So I'm working with this mom, talking to her, and then suddenly she receives the email, get ready because your support with me, your personal support, is about to run out. And she sends me this desperate email. Liliana, I want indefinite support. I want your support forever. How much will that be? Please send me the price. So this was a mother that was 1 week into the coaching with me. And she received that email, just be ready, blah, blah, in 1 week, something is going to happen. And then she was like ready to sign for lifetime advice. And you know what I said? I said, calm down, because we had some issues with the routine. She didn't tell me some things and stuff. We had to check and revise the routine. And I said, listen, I'm not going to stop in 2 weeks. I'm going to give you 1 more week. And after that 1 more week, we speak. I will ask you how you feel, if you feel confident enough to go on your own. If you do, that's it. You don't need to sign anything. If you don't feel confident enough and you want my hand, hold your hand for a long time, I will do that. Okay? Let's do it. So we changed the routine. She tried, and 1 week, 2 weeks later, because obviously I extended 1 more week, I said to her, okay, we're about to finish. Tomorrow or in 2 days, we're about to finish. How do you feel? Do you feel much better? I didn't hear much, let me tell you, and the second or third week, didn't hear much of her. And I said, how you feel? Do you want to sign this, or do you feel confident enough that you can do it on your own? And she said, Liliana, thank you so much. I do feel more confident. I know I need to do a little bit more work, but I feel very good. Thank you so much for that. I just needed to feel that I was confident enough to achieve it. And yes, the changes help, and I'm happy to continue. No? I say, if at any point of your journey with your child you get out of track, contact me. I'm happy to help. Always happy to help. Okay. Samko, thanks for your comment. And well, moms, I almost forgot to say and ask that I hope that you had an excellent Mother's Day yesterday. I did. I had a great time with my children, and nothing special. I didn't do anything special. I just hung out with them, went to the park, hang out. But I hope you all have a lot of love from your children. You have more than one at the time. Babies, I love babies. Today I went to my play group in Clayfield, and I love to see the mothers with the new ones on arms. One more thing for the mothers in Brisbane, I want to announce this. I have one-to-one consultations in the clinic in Clayfield, just $25. If anyone wants to book a consultation, we can do revised routines on the spot. I can give you strategies. I don't write a plan there. It's just one-to-one consultation, 30 minutes to 40 minutes, $25. So if you want, book now. Mondays and Tuesday afternoons, that are the days I'm available, and Saturdays as well. It's $25. It's not much. That's all you can spend. I can also talk to you. I don't charge anything when talking on the phone. So if you need help, please always reach out. Don't be sleep deprived. And I hope you had a great day yesterday, and you have a lovely week to forward. Okay? Thank you so much. I'm Liliana Amaro, and see you next month with another topic. Bye.